voice doesn't reflect that.
Be I. Make it your sexy voice like Phoebe did in the Friends.
Oh yeah, I was never a big fan of Friends.
I grew up on it, but I get why people don't like it.
I was a How I Met Your Mother guy. Alrighty. I'll go ahead and jump in. Yeah, maybe refresh while I do this too. I'll go ahead and wait on Elijah to rejoin. Just do. I bet. All right. What's going on, everybody? Before we get started with today's episode, just want to give a quick shout out, as always, to NordVPN. You can use NordVPN to browse the internet privately, safely, and securely. If you sign up now with the GTD Sports affiliate link, you can get a risk-free 30-day money-back guarantee where you can connect up to 6 devices simultaneously. It's on whatever platform you need. I use NordVPN myself, so make sure you guys check that out with the GTD affiliate link today. Dude, we haven't even started the episode. I'm already halfway done. I slow down.
Alcoholic.
Dude, oh my god, bro. Call the AA meeting, bro. Get the chips ready. Alrighty. Hello, everybody, and welcome into another episode of the Going the Distance podcast. My name's Ryan Bonnell, and alongside me is Elijah Span. Today is October 5th. It is crazy that it is already October. It does not feel like we're about to be at the end of 2021, but alas, we are back for another episode. We got a great one planned. We're going to be talking about our fantasy football dub this weekend. Going to be talking about all the memes this weekend, like Urban Meyer. If you haven't seen that video, you will hear about it. We have a new segment we're going to try out called How Do You Feel, where we talk about college and NFL. And then last but not least, we're going to be making our MLB playoff predictions. But before we get into any of that, make sure you guys check us out on social media over at GTD_sports. Except for TikTok, we are at GTDsports.com. Follow our personal accounts. I'm over at Ryan Bonnell 8, and Elijah is at Elijah Span 19, as you can see on the screen. And last but not least, subscribe to the GTD Sports newsletter. You can find that on our website at the bottom of the page, and you can keep up with email notifications on all new episodes and stuff like that. All right. I just mentioned everything we're going to be talking about today, but first we're going to start Tuesday, as always, with the highlight and low light of this weekend. Elijah, I'll hand it over to you.
All right, so my highlight of this week is that, so I've started this new thing, and you know how on TikTok, a bunch of girls, mostly girls, sometimes dudes, will have their their Venmo or Cash App in their bio.
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm pretty sick of that. So every time I see that shit now, if I see anybody on TikTok whatsoever or Instagram that looks like they have that shit in their bio, I'll click on it and I'll request them $10 on Venmo.
Yeah, I hate seeing those the girls and stuff with the Elijah's gonna pop back in, refresh, little technical difficulties. But Elijah was saying every time he sees somebody or a girl on TikTok have their Cash App or Venmo in their bio, he has been requesting them rather than sending them money.
Does that sound better now?
Yeah, you sound way better.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so that's definitely my highlight. I haven't got any money yet, but hopefully one day somebody appreciates the joke for being a beggar and gives me some cash. I need it probably more than they do anyway.
I wonder if anybody ever gets actual money for that.
Bro, girls, hell yeah. Some of those TikTok girls are pretty hot. Yeah, they probably make $500 a month.
It's delaying hard right now.
Motherfucker.
Another episode of Fuck Technology. That's the theme of the Going the Distance podcast lately. Internet and Wi-Fi, everything sucks. Everything's painful. All right, well, Elijah should be coming back to us any second now. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but I'll go ahead and get into my highlight, low light while we wait on Elijah. So my highlight of the weekend was, well, it hasn't happened per se yet, but it was an event that's upcoming. My brother he does not live in Texas any longer, but his girlfriend lives in Austin. So he's coming down. Austin is where the Formula One Grand Prix is. Oh, we got Elijah back.
All right, how am I?
Sounds good. Is there any delay on my end?
Nope, we're good. Okay.
All right, perfect. Smooth sailing from here on out. All right, let's get back to the Venmoing.
Okay, yeah. So I've just been doing that. Yeah. So you're saying, if there's a hot girl, those hot girls probably make like $500 a month off dudes, because like men are pigs, Ryan.
Do they just randomly send them their money though? I find that so strange.
I believe it, bro. I mean, like I've known girls personally. Like this isn't just like an internet thing. I've known girls personally that have been offered like hundreds of dollars for feet pics. I'm not kidding.
I have too, actually. Feet pics are like a different breed. And I've also never understood, though. I mean, maybe I'll never understand because I'm not a female. But like, if an old man on the internet offered me $200 for feet pics, I'm sending him every fucking angle of feet pic he wants, bro. It's my feet. Who gives a damn?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, I mean,
$200. Shit.
Maybe I'm just a bag chaser.
Actually,
bro.
You know what? I'm not gonna sell myself short, but I would do it for a PS5.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. PS5. That's even better. I would do it for $200 still, bro.
You do it for $200,
dude. I would do it for like $50. I'm a bag chaser, bro. On God, anything for the bag.
I'm also a negotiator.
That's true. If they offer 50, be like, I'll do it for 100, and they probably would if they're already willing to send money for feet pics.
You got to be like, you got to like, you're not some two-bit whore. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to sell yourself high. Like, you know, this isn't like the saloon at Armadillo and Red Dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta up it up.
I've never played Red Dead. I know what you're talking about though.
Oh, okay.
I need to get into it.
Those chicks definitely make money. But in those dudes that do the $200 feet pick, they also have
Hello? You there, Elijah?
Okay, are we back?
All right. No, you're frozen right now if you can hear me. All right, well, Elijah, I guess we'll try that again. All right, well, show must go on, so I'll go back into my low light. I'll just go ahead and get into my highlight, low light. Hopefully Elijah's Wi-Fi able to adjust itself. But my highlight of the weekend is I've been talking about F1, Formula One with the Drive to Survive series and all that jazz. But lately, a couple days ago, my brother ended up buying us tickets to go to the USA Grand Prix, which is going to be sick. I don't know how exactly a Grand Prix will work because I feel like, you know, we're just going to see the cars whiz by like once every 10 minutes. I don't really know. I'm a very new and young F1 fan, but I'm very excited for it. It sounds sick.
You get drunk. That's how it works.
I was just about to say, I'm going to be in Austin. We got to grab a beer or something too.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. When is it?
It's it's October 24th. So it's in like 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We'll definitely have to.
This weekend, I'm going to College Station for the A&M Alabama game. I'm super stoked for that, bro.
Oh, that's sick. I went to the last one, actually.
Really? How was it? Because didn't A&M get blown out that one?
Yeah, A&M got blown out, and they'll probably get blown out again this week. But it was cool. They really bring it. The Aggie faithful, like the game day environment. Have you ever been to a game at College Station?
I have not. No.
It's gonna shock you.
That's why I want to go. Really, I just want to experience the atmosphere and everything.
It's awesome. It's such a cult. But
yeah, exactly. I mean, there's going to be like 108,000 people in the stadium. It's going to be sold out for Bama.
Are you going to sit in the student section too?
Oh yeah,
with Colton.
Yeah, you know Colton. Okay. Yeah, he's been on the podcast. Yeah. So if there's any long-time listeners out there, you may know Colton Jake Bison. He's been on the podcast here and there.
So you're just going to be minding your own business, and then all of a sudden people are just going to lock legs with you. And then just you don't have to sing along, but just sway when they sway, okay?
Okay, fair.
It's going to be weird because I'm
going to be a fake Aggie for the weekend.
Yeah, just put on the polo and just roll with it. Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just going to put on the maroon polo, throw a couple thumbs up, like, giggle, But yeah. I'm really there to see Bryce Young in Alabama just pull out their massive, meaty, girthy cock and just dick them.
Yeah. No, it was cool.
That's what's going to happen.
Because I got to see Tua play.
Oh, exactly.
I also saw Justin Herbert, now that I think about it, that same year. I saw Tua.
If you saw Tua, you saw Devontae Smith too, and Jalen Waddle.
Yeah, but that was before they blew up. I was mainly looking at Judy.
Oh, that's even cooler almost, yeah.
Yeah,
Judy was a beast in college.
Yeah.
Actually, it's hard to say though. I think Devontae Smith probably takes the crown just because of his stat line.
That year he did.
Yeah, like that stat line was just absurd. All right, but anyway, enough about F1. My low light this weekend. We talk about TCU from time to time on the podcast, but TCU, that is our where our hearts lie in the college football realm. It was a rough weekend again. Lost to UT this weekend after everybody expected us to pull off the upset just because we kind of always pull it out of our ass against UT, but not this time. We're 2-2. Life is pain. Everybody was making fun of it. And also, I have two low lights, all right? It's been an interesting weekend, bro. TikTok, I'm getting bullied by 12-year-olds, bro. I posted, so not only on the GTD account, I started posting on my personal TikTok account. And, bro, let me read you some of these comments. So
yeah, I want to hear these.
I made a video basically on my take of the Mike Vrabel situation with the Titans and Jets, which we'll talk about that in a little bit because he went for the tie instead of going for the win. And I basically, like, me and you texted about it on Sunday. Like, I agree. He 100% should have gone for the win. That's pussy shit.
Yeah, some strong feelings about that.
And so, all right, I made my take basically saying it, and here we got, let's see, a tie is better than a loss when it comes to playoff time. Shut the fuck up. And then 15 seconds with no timeouts, they're not going for it. Do you even know football? That's okay, fuck you. And then we got, that's terrible analysis. And then we have, this is the worst analysis I've ever seen. The odds of converting and scoring in 19 seconds are terrible. Please never post on TikTok again. I can't tell if you're joking or not, because if you're not, you're an idiot. Bro, fuck you guys, all right? You guys are wrong. What are y'all talking about? You want to go for the tie? Are you kidding me?
These people are pussies.
Dude, actually, let's go ahead and jump into that. We'll do the fantasy football after we talk about this. Let's talk about Vrabel first, all right? With the Titans-Jets situation. So, well, let's lay it out. So they were down 27-24 into overtime, 19 seconds left. They had a 4th and 10, and they elected to go for a 50-plus yard field goal instead of going for the win against the fucking Jets. I'll let you take it away. I already said my 2 cents.
So I'm dumb. I'm officially done with Mike Vrabel. Not that I was ever on the fence with him or ever had really strong opinions about him before. He also did have that one punt that when it was like 4th and 2 and they had Derrick Henry and they decided to punt it, and it was like one of the most cowardly punts of all time in playoff history.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah.
Against Stevens. And then, but no, like that is the most pussy shit I've ever seen in my life. I remember being in 7th grade and we tied my 7th grade fucking C team game, and my coach chewed us out because ties are a waste of time. At the lowest level,
dude, no, 100%.
At the lowest level of football, we are told, kids are taught that ties are a waste of time, and they
shouldn't even be in the game. They literally should not even be in the game. Tying shouldn't be an option, in my opinion. Like, that goes beyond further of just Vrabel's decision making this weekend. I don't think ties should be a thing, like, at all. They need to change the overtime rules, which that's been a thing for years. But
I think that's funny coming from you though, because with the soccer, that's been my main complaint. But
see, but it's different, bro. It's different, all right? It's different.
Totally different sports.
Yeah, the ties are kind of, they feed into like the point system, in soccer. So it's, but I see what you're saying. Yes, it is somewhat ironic, but no, I think tying in football is stupid.
It is stupid, but I also like with time. It makes sense because like at some point like you kind of have to stop playing because I mean games get noticeably sloppy at that point and like player safety kind of comes into question. And if it's not playoffs, then it's kind of like I guess because like also too I love the memes of a tie like the Bengals. That's probably why you want
Yeah.
ties out because you're a Bengals fan.
Well, we had one last year, but I mean, it hasn't been all too terrible. Like,
Okay.
like we haven't been like a historically tying team. You know what I mean? There really hasn't been that many ties in recent history. It's just so I don't know. It's boring. I think overtime in the NFL, as exciting, I think the coin toss is the most exciting part of NFL overtime because whoever wins the coin toss has like an 80% chance to win the game. I mean, I know they have to drive down the field, but still, I mean, the odds are in their favor for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought that was just super cowardly that he would do that. It was almost like you remember when Doug Peterson did that last year?
With the Eagles?
Yeah, Doug Peterson. It was when the Bengals tied last year.
Oh, yeah, I do remember we did tie.
Yeah,
I forgot who we
when
tied.
he did that
Yeah.
punt and he went for the tie basically instead of going for the win. And it's just like that's when I knew that Doug Peterson was out. And this is like kind of the point where I'm like, you know what, Mike Vrabel, at this point in Tennessee, you're not going to win a Super Bowl. Not that I thought that he's going to in the first place, but that was just shutting the door in the coffin, basically, for me and me ever believing in him.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I get it that, it affects like the playoff picture and whatnot if you have a loss versus a tie. But the fact that they still missed the damn field goal, they didn't even get the tie.
Good.
So
good.
Playoff picture, yeah, honestly, good. They deserve to lose for that. I think losing to the Jets in this situation, or honestly, I think intentionally tying the Jets is worse than losing to them. Like, you got to at least try and fail.
Yeah, and I wonder how it would feel, like how the players feel going to the locker room being like, yeah, we just tried to tie the Jets and then lost.
No, exactly. I mean, what are the Titans now? Are they 2-2 or 1-3?
2-2.
2-2. Okay, so I mean, not the end of the world. I remember they were like a -300 money line favorite, and a lot of people were actually fading them and taking the Jets. And I swear to God, every time I bet on the Jets, I lose. It doesn't happen. And I want to all the time because they're like 10, 14 point underdogs sometimes. And of course, they're 6 point underdogs against the Titans. So I'm like, that's not a big enough spread. But then they fucking covered and they won.
Yeah,
like
Zach
that.
Wilson looked kick ass.
Hey, oh yeah, the audio sounds better too. Yeah, Zach Wilson, yeah, he did look a lot better in that one. So I'm still not buying in on Zach Wilson. I still think he's the worst rookie quarterback of the draft.
Okay, I don't know why, and I said this on my solo pod today, but for some reason I just believe in the guy. I think he's gonna turn out and be a force.
He's gonna be what?
Force.
Dude, I don't know, bro. How though? Like how? He has no supporting cast.
I love his mobility. I love his arm strength. Just some of those plays that he can make, like that 50-yard bomb to Corey Davis. That was sexy.
Yeah, I mean that helped our fantasy team a shit ton.
Damn right. So, I don't know. I just love his big playability. Hopefully, he can figure out how to do the boring stuff, like they said, which is actually like the biggest knock on him because I listened to some other podcasts of some analysts talking about him and his play so far, and said he just wants to extend plays to make like the home run hit, which he doesn't need to do. So I don't know. I feel like he's gonna figure it out for some reason. I don't know why. I just do.
I mean, I guess we can give him more time, but for now, I'm just not on the hype train. I think maybe if he had gotten drafted into a different organization, a different system, maybe. But even whenever he got drafted, I was pretty surprised that he was taken number 2 overall, even with, his kick-ass pro day, his kick-ass combine, and everything like that. I mean, he looked great, but I don't know. I don't know what it is.
No, I mean, I could very easily get burned on this take, but I'm sticking to the Zach Wilson bandwagon. I'm going to be on it for at least this year, next year.
We'll see how that pans out. It's hard for me to trust anything that the Jets do.
That's true. That's true.
Like at all. No, but another meme-worthy situation other than the Mike Vrabel going for a pussy tie. This one's probably the most famous. We have to talk about it, and I have been looking forward to talking to you about this since it happened over the weekend. But Urban Meyer, I don't even need to say anything else. If you're listening to this, you probably already know. Urban fucking Meyer is a legend. Some more, I don't know, what do you want to call it? Shenanigans have come out with Urban Meyer again. This time, he was at a bar. It was ironically called Urban Meyer's Pint House. So it was literally a bar named after him.
It's his restaurant.
Yeah, and he was there. This is his rendition of the story. He says that some college kids wanted to take pictures with him, and then he went over to do it, but then they were trying to convince him to join on the dance floor and stuff. And he was like, I should have just not put myself in the situation. That's on me. But he didn't leave. He went to the dance floor and ended up getting fucking grinded on by some blonde 20-something-year-old while an image of his wife is on the wall staring down at them. It's fucking golden.
So I think the most hilarious part about this story is how publicly acknowledged it is. Because in years past, this would have just stayed on Barstool, right? Or
this type of thing.
Whatever. Yeah. But since they publicly acknowledged it, since Urban Meyer apologized, since Shad Khan reprimanded him publicly for this, they have made it so much more worse. Ever since they publicly acknowledged it, ESPN's been talking about it. You know, everybody knows about it now. It's all up in the air. And this just blows me away that it's this public, and it's like it's been dominating the news cycle for yesterday and today.
I feel like it's almost impossible to stop it from being this public, though. You know, with like social media and everything, like people are going to be talking about it regardless. But yeah, it is interesting though that he did like a public apology and everything.
Well, like shit, I feel like shit like this happens every now and then, but you'll just see it stay on like the social media pages.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll see it. It'll stay on it'll stay on like Deadspin and Barstool and like sites like ours. You know what I mean? But it won't make its way to national news, ESPN, ABC, Fox Sports type shit. You know what I mean? Like they were talking about it on First Take. And when is a situation like this?
It's kind of weird.
First Take.
It's weird because like, what are they supposed to say about it? You know what I mean? Like like you said, those brands like Barstool, Deadspin, and us. We can say whatever the fuck we want to say about it, but ESPN and Fox and all of them, they have limitations. They have ethics to follow and all that jazz. So
what
do you even say about it?
I honestly don't know how I feel about that too. Like I don't know if that's a good thing that it's become this public, because like it's something that should be talked about, but I don't think it should be talked about by those outlets per se, because like now it's just it's dominating the national news. Now they'll probably reference it in the next Jaguars broadcast, which like doesn't need to happen. And you know who honestly I feel bad for is the chick that bootied down on him.
See, okay, part of me wonders if that was like part of her plan. I don't know.
To get clout? No, I think she wanted to sleep with him for sure.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm not like for clout, because I mean somebody recorded her, somebody else posted the video, like it wasn't her. But did you also see like that selfie of him and the girl where the caption was like, "Who is this guy? He keeps flirting with me."
Yeah, but that might have been just like the girl making.
I think that was fake. I think that was fake. Like the caption was
probably
fake.
Yeah, it was probably just a funny caption.
Yeah, to relate to the story.
Everyone knows who Urban Meyer is in Columbus.
Well, no, but it was like the same outfit and everything he was wearing at the same place. So it was probably the picture they took together, and then somebody like added the caption. But I don't know, dude. It's fucking hilarious.
Nah, it's crazy. And then it's keep on getting worse and worse by how public it's beginning and how much they're talking about it with the team. Apparently, like there's been a lot of closed meetings, and it's been all about that. And like the owner of the Jags is like disgusted right now. He's fucking pissed.
Dude, you know what this means though? This whole situation, Urban Meyer is going to be the next coach of USC. That's what that means.
See, dude, I feel like people are memeing that USC shit into existence.
Dude, it whenever we first talked about it a few weeks ago, I was actually joking and memeing around, like saying that there's a chance he goes. But as time goes on, bro, it seems more and more likely. And the fact that USC hasn't made any sort of decision, any sort of progress towards hiring a full-term head coach, I don't know, bro.
Well, it
Seems
is
fishy.
October for USC, so it's a little. They fired their coach way too early.
They did, yeah. But I mean, still, even with an interim,
that is the narrative right now that Urban's trying to
weasel his way out.
Weasel his way out. But I still don't think so. I still think he wants to, try it out in the NFL. But man, this has gotten bad.
Yeah.
Have you seen the reports about the locker rooms?
Yeah, with how he's like completely lost the locker room, it seems like.
Yeah, I think the worst part though is that he canceled the team meeting on Monday, and a player said that he was too scared to do the team meeting. And then today he apologized to the team for being a distraction, and as soon as he walked out of the room, the whole team laughed at him, burst out into laughter apparently.
Bro, I mean, if I'm in the NFL and my head coach is getting grinded on at the club, I would probably find that fucking hilarious.
It's funny. I mean, like, and that's the weirdest part about it too. Like the part that is bad about this for Urban is that he's like the unfaithfulness towards his wife type shit, which shouldn't be public, honestly, if you ask me.
That's another aspect of it too. Is like, I mean, I am glad that like none of the personal shit because I'm sure Urban's getting not only chewed out by the Jags owner and whatnot, but I guarantee you, Shelly Meyer is at home chewing his ass out. He's probably sleeping on the couch for the next couple days.
She's not fucking happy.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then but the players do this shit all the time. Like they're just in clubs where the lighting is a lot dimmer.
Yeah, it's also I don't know if it's weird per se, because I almost would expect like college girls to do this where they like for clout, you know what I mean? Where they like I'm kind of surprised we don't see more videos of like college athletes like, oh my god, we caught Spencer Rattler in the club getting twerked on, like, you know what I mean?
Nobody cares because but the difference is that Urban Meyer's a 60-year-old man and Spencer Rattler's in college and every girl in college wants to fuck the quarterback. So
you see what I mean? Well, yeah, so they all want to fuck the quarterback. So I'm like surprised that there's never been, but I mean, at the same time, you're right though. Nobody's going to care if that video is online.
So
I think they have done a good job of keeping the personal aspects private, like between him and his wife and everything. Like I haven't heard anything about what's going on there, which I'm sure shit's going down in the Meyer family.
Yeah, and too, like I hope to God that girl's information stays private because she's literally made national headlines. If her name gets out, that's gonna be so bad for her.
That's true, bro. Jags fans are gonna be ruthless.
Well, not even Jags fans, like Ohio State fans. You know what I mean? Like because college football. I mean, we all know college football fans are crazy. NFL fans are crazy. Like she's gonna get harassed, probably death threats if because people fucking suck.
I wonder if she had anything to do with posting the video, though. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if she even knew the guy that took the video.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows, but I feel like that would kind of change it too.
If they planted it.
Yeah, if they purposely posted it.
Nah, I don't think so. I think she was just trying to get in Urban Meyer's pants, to be honest.
At first in the video, he was like covering his waist with his hands, but then he eventually like moved them onto her hips and stuff, and was like,
"Yeah, bro, they're scrubbing it. They're scrubbing it from the internet right now." I tried looking for it earlier today just to like refresh my memory of what it was because I knew we were gonna be talking about it, and the only video I could find was a news clip, and in the news clip, they blurred out his waist and her butt.
Bro. It's literally just khakis and jeans. Like, what?
I thought it was so funny. I was like, okay.
That's ridiculous. No, but this is honestly just one of the funniest things to come out about an NFL head coach in a long, long time, or at least that I can remember.
Yeah, this is probably one of the like wackiest NFL storylines, like tabloid shit, in a while. I haven't seen a situation dominate the NFL subreddit since AB forced his way out of Oakland.
Oh yeah, that was a time to be alive, bro.
Because like literally, bro, like I'm gonna check. I'll show you the NFL sub right now. It was literally all the tweets are about Urban Meyer. So I'm opening it up right now. 1, 2, the first top three posts are about Urban. 5, 6. So 7 out of the first 10 top 10 posts right now on the Reddit page are about Urban and the situation.
Are they just memes about the situation?
No, they're all just different tweets. So basically what the NFL is, it's just the NFL subreddit is mostly just tweets, information that are posted on there. And the reason why I like the NFL subreddit better is because the discussion under the tweet is a lot better on Reddit than it is Twitter. Because as we all know, Twitter people are they like the clown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Nah, I have heard that too. Like I know we've even experienced it too. Like posting for segments and like hot takes and stuff for the podcast. Reddit people just respond without question. Whereas we have 2,000 Twitter followers, but we can't barely get 5 comments on that. Yeah, exactly. It's just I guess it's just the different mediums.
It is. But yeah, no, this is wacky. And I think you think he's gonna get fired?
No, I don't think so. I think that would make it even worse. I think that would make the Jaguars look like panic mode. I don't know. Their organization is already in shambles, and that just would put them in one step further in the wrong direction.
I wonder what Trevor Lawrence thinks about all this.
Yeah, I do too. I haven't seen any quotes from him. Like I've seen, like you said, the players were laughing at the meeting. I've seen people say that he lost the locker room, but I haven't seen any quotes from Trevor Lawrence. I am curious about that. Trevor
Lawrence is a man of faith.
Oh, I mean, one could assume from his social media, yeah.
Yeah. So it's interesting to see how he feels about this sinful behavior from Urban Meyer.
I mean, it's not like a sex tape of Urban's leaked, It's just at least he was just at a bar with a girl standing in front of him. Like, it could be worse.
He was shit-faced. He definitely put himself in a situation to be embarrassed.
Yeah, no, you're right. And it seemed like he was embarrassed, like in the press conference and everything. When he was apologizing, he was like, I put myself there. Like, that's my fault. I should have removed myself from the situation.
Yeah. I mean, because it is. Like, it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like, that video is pretty, like, he was so hammered. Because you could just see it on his face. Like, he honestly, like, he was browned out at that point. Like, he was about a tequila shot and a half away from blacking out.
Dude, I wonder if he like woke up and saw that video on the internet and was just like, oh, motherfucker, dude. Like,
he woke up, he wanted an Advil, and then his phone was just blowing up. And like, have you seen Barstool? You know what I mean? Like, have you seen? It's like, no.
Like, why do I need to check Barstool? Like, no, honestly, he probably woke up to phone calls from his wife, just like, what the fuck, Urban?
Who knows?
That'd be so weird. Calling him Urban. Like, not Urban Meyer. I don't know. That just seems weird to me.
Yeah, he's got one of those names where it's first and last name only.
Yeah, like Tiger Woods. You can't just call him. I guess Tiger's kind of iconic, but
yeah. But okay. So we're well into football season now. And we're starting this new segment called How Are We Feeling? And we basically right now we're just going to list off some things that happened. We're just going to tell you how we feel about it. I think hopefully moving forward, this is something that we could do just kind of cover most of the stuff that's going around in the football world and tell you our opinion and how we're feeling about it. So start off.
Yeah, we got both college football and NFL.
Cowboys just cut Jalen Smith. Let's go.
Wait, actually?
No way. You're fucking with me, bro.
I don't know. I didn't get a notification, but I'm also not on Cowboys social media. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Is that? Oh, you see a comment? Did they cut him?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's kind of surprising, even though, like, most of the.
Very surprising.
Yeah, in-season surprise. Wow.
Why the fuck? Okay. Well,
Shefty bomb mid-podcast.
Okay. Let's I guess we'll start it with that.
Yeah, I guess started
Um,
with that. Well, I'll take. You can take that one because I don't know it as much. The situation. I know fans have been pretty mad at him, and he's had a few questionable plays here and there. So,
I mean, he was bad last year. I really don't know how well or bad he's been this year. I just know that Micah Parsons has been lighting it up. I thought that honestly we were going to stick with Parsons and Smith because we declined LVE's option and and LVE gets hurt a lot, and so we already had that big contract with Smith. So this is definitely surprising.
do you like all around? Do you like it?
No, because it just means dead cap. I don't understand why we'd release him mid-season.
Yeah, that does seem kind of interesting to me. Like, why not just not play him? What does it hurt to bench him?
Maybe he was maybe he's a locker room cancer. I don't know.
That could be true. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not an NFL executive. That all the semantics of that is kind of complicated with cap space and everything.
But yeah, wow, that's a bomb.
All right, let's go ahead and start with NFL then, instead of NCAA. Now that we're on that topic, so first things first, Steve Belichick's facial expressions in their game, Sunday Night Football game.
How are you feeling about that? I'm feeling like that shit was hilarious.
Dude, yeah. I wonder what Bill thought about it after the game, just seeing his. So if you guys are unfamiliar, there's a couple of videos of Bill Belichick's son on the sideline bending over. Yeah, like Elijah with his tongue, just no idea what was going on there. Maybe it's some sort of, I don't know, nervous tick or like body habit, but regardless, it looked hilarious whenever they had him like just a solo shot of him licking the air all the time.
Bro, you reminded me a lot of Ben Stiller's character from Dodgeball.
Oh, Goodman, White Goodman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Just without the facial hair. I mean, he's pretty cool. He's got the mullet. He's probably really good.
Dude, I had honestly forgotten about him a little bit until this video went viral.
Yeah, I did too.
I forgot he was even a thing.
I bet he has a pretty happy wife. I can tell you that. Nah, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah. Next up, this one is actually more substantial. The Giants won a football game. How are we feeling about that?
How are you feeling about that? It's a more important question.
Dude, I feel ecstatic. I do have that 5-unit future bet on the Giants to win the NFC East. Right now, the odds are very, very, very much against my favor.
Yeah.
But that one win goes a long way, so you never know what can happen. And also, it made me feel really good because I bet Giants +7 because I knew that was a trap by Vegas. Like, no way the Saints should have been favored by 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that one felt good to get the dub there. But I don't know. I feel a little shaky too because I traded away Saquon Barkley in one of my leagues, and
you did not, dude.
I did, but I got
you not to do it,
bro. I got DeAndre Swift and Calvin Ridley though, so I'm chilling. I'm gonna be all right. But yeah, I kind of do. I am a little bit worried that I may end up losing that trade. So
I think you definitely are gonna end up losing that trade.
I don't know. I've gotten conflicting opinions. Some people say like definitely that was the right move. Some people are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So I don't know. I really like Ridley. He's been so consistent. He hasn't done anything crazy yet, which I feel like he's bound to. So I don't know. But in terms of the Giants, their offense looked better. Kadarius Toney finally got involved with Slayton and Shepard out. I thought they looked way better in their first 3 games. And what's really crazy is they're 2 plays away from being 3-1 instead of 1-3.
Right, the kick against the football team, and then what would be the other one?
They had against the Falcons. They had like a 4th and goal where they got a penalty on it.
Oh, that's right.
Yet they stopped. So like, yeah, literally 2 plays away from being a 3-1 football team. I don't think a lot of people are talking about that.
Well, it doesn't matter because the Cowboys are definitely going to win the East. So
yeah, you're probably right. It's just annoying.
We're fucking good, dude.
Yeah, all right.
Pretty good.
All I'm saying, bro, is if the Cowboys are good, so are the Bengals. All right.
I mean, schedule, but 3-1's 3-1. Well, the Bengals have had a lot easier beat a lot. I mean, y'all beat the Steelers, which was nice, so that's convincing.
They kind of suck this year.
They kind of suck this year, but they're still the Steelers. Like they beat the Bills, so
Yeah,
maybe
fair.
they're just not as bad as everyone thinks they are. But y'all other wins are against lost against the Bears,
We beat the Vikings,
beat the Vikings,
beat the Jags, and beat the Steelers. So you're right. I mean, not the biggest strength. We play the Packers this weekend, so that'll be really telling if we're decent. For some reason, bro, the Packers are only 3.5-point favorites. I might have to bet against the Bengals.
Yeah, that's tempting.
Gotta bet with your brain, not your heart.
That's true. Nah. But so another one now is the Cardinals beat the Rams comfortably. How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna respond with a question mark. I don't know how to feel about it because we just talked about the Rams being like legitimate Super Bowl contenders,
Right.
And then the Cardinals come along and they didn't just beat them; they literally were in control of the game the entire time. They looked really good doing it. So I really don't know what to think of this. I don't know if this means that the Cardinals are a legitimate contender long term to make a playoff run, or does it just mean that the Rams are vulnerable?
I feel like this was a trap game in a sense for the Rams because one, I mean, it's a divisional game. Sometimes things just happen in divisional games. Another is that they just beat the shit out of the Bucs. It was a highly emotional win. Coming off that, they didn't have their head in the right place. I think honestly, in the long term schemes of things, I think it's gonna be good for the Rams because
that they lost. I mean, yeah, they kind of I guess needed something to humble them.
Wake them back up. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I'm not worried about the Rams. And with the Cardinals too, this whole best team in the league talk needs to simmer down. Because for one, like they're 4-0, but they're kind of a fraud 4-0 team because they definitely should have lost to the Vikings. That missed a shit shot field goal.
They definitely should have lost that game.
Indoors. So
and they almost lost to the Jaguars. Like, that was kind of a close game too.
Yeah. So I mean, they're good. They're a top 5 team in the NFC. I'm gonna agree with you on that. But this whole best team in the NFL talk that's been going around, like, nah, sorry.
I agree that's too far. But also along those lines, how do you feel about Kyler Murray having the best odds to win the MVP right now?
I'd say right now, yeah, he's the MVP front runner. He probably needs to tone it down in the interceptions a little bit. But other than that, man, I mean, you see his highlights. He's putting guys on skates out there. I mean,
he's crazy.
He can extend plays like no other. He's putting up ungodly numbers. You see him there on our fantasy team. You should probably throw it a little bit more to D-Hop.
Oh, yeah. Come on, bro.
My humble opinion. If he
last
really
couple
wants
weeks, bro, he
MVP.
needs to stop giving the ball to AJ goddamn Green, dude.
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
why is AJ Green like a top 20 fantasy receiver all of a sudden? I don't like it. I hate it.
Yeah, man, I feel like it makes sense right now. If you had to give top 5 for MVP, who would it be?
Kyler, Matthew Stafford, Tom Brady, maybe Derrick Henry, and then 5. That's tough. Probably, maybe, arguably Dak.
Yeah, if I had to go with 5, I would go Kyler 1, Pat 2, and then Matt Stafford, Dak, and then probably Josh Allen 5 at this point.
You don't have Tom. I think Tom Brady's the top 5 right now. He's been playing really well. That game against the Patriots wasn't huge offensively, but still played well.
We'll see. I mean, we're only 4 games in, so
it's impossible to predict. Change. Yeah, for sure. All right. Next up on the list is Cordero Patterson is a fantasy football god. How are we feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty awesome about it. I think he might be one of those fantasy pickups, kind of like Justin Jefferson and James Robinson last year. You know, just free agent pickups that just end up winning you your league somehow. You know, one of those stupid stats of like percentage of teams that had Cordero Patterson that made the playoffs and then ultimately won the championship. Have you ever looked at those?
No, I have. That sounds really interesting, though. I would be interested to see all those.
So like last year, a bunch was like Travis Kelsey, and then a big one was James Robinson. And
Like
it's
whoever
always,
picked him up.
yeah, it's never like the guy who had the first overall pick. It's usually somebody who picked the right player in the right position or had the best free agency pickup. Like Alvin Kamara's rookie year, it was him.
Yeah. Dude,
You
like
know?
with the free agency, I mean, I know this is kind of league specific, but I hate whenever waiver wires are like the rolling waiver wires where you have an order and you kind of get fucked over on your opportunity to pick up a player. I like the free agent auction bidding, like where you get like a budget. Every player has like $200. Nobody knows how much everybody's bidding on the players. But then on Wednesday, come waiver wire time, if you have the highest bid, you get the player.
Yeah.
So I think it's fair for, I don't know. I've gotten screwed out, but we did not get screwed out of Cordell Patterson in our fantasy league.
No, we picked him up after waivers.
Yes. Yeah. He is our RB2 for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Well, and Josh Jacobs looked pretty decent too. I mean,
Yeah,
caught
he
5
actually
passes.
did get. Yeah, he got a decent amount of carries too.
So that's going to be interesting. I feel like maybe we should package Jacobs and Patterson for an elite RB2.
Dude, I was thinking about trading. I almost texted you about trading Patterson just to sell his value so high right now.
I'm kind of down.
I would be down to at least like offer some people. Yeah.
I don't know.
I would feel so much better of starting like a consistent running back at RB2 rather than, this freak of nature, Cordell Patterson, that is literally surviving off like 50-yard receiving plays each game so far.
Yeah. Well, I don't know because he's been such an integral part of the Falcons offense so far.
Yeah. I mean, he has. Yeah.
I mean, he's been splitting carries a lot with Mike Davis and been a receiver. So like, I don't know. I kind of want to roll with it because he's not even just touchdown dependent because if you take away the touchdowns the past 2 weeks, he's scored like 16 and 18 points.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I don't know, man. That's pretty good.
We could maybe package Josh Jacobs with somebody.
So I'd be down for that.
Yeah, we could maybe work something out there. Yeah, because I feel like we're like one piece away from just
dominating.
Yeah,
I'd be down. Yeah,
that win though over the weekend, that win was huge.
That win was huge.
Like going 2-2 instead of 1-3.
Yeah, we should be 3-1, but Jesus Christ.
Fucking defenses, bro.
God God, dude. I'm about to take away defenses from every league that I'm a part of.
Put 2 kickers instead. Fuck it.
No, take away the kicker too. Just add 2 extra flex slots.
That would make it a lot more interesting.
Maybe even take away the defensive kicker and do 1 super flex where it could be a quarterback.
I've seen more super flex leagues this year, and they seem like a lot of fun. I don't know, but it would make drafting like way different.
Way different. Quarterbacks have a lot more value.
Yeah, quarterbacks would probably be like all of round 1. You got to get a good quarterback.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be anyway. Moving on, we'll stay with the "How do you feel" segment. This one's more so of a hot take I have. But the Lions are the best 0-4 NFL team in the history of the NFL.
How do I feel about that?
Yeah,
well, I'd have to see some numbers of different 0-4 teams, but man, do they play
That's true. Honestly, I'm making this claim on no basis of fact whatsoever.
Hey, they passed the eye test.
Yeah, honestly, like they do not seem like an 0-4 team right now.
They just don't they just play their heart out.
Yeah, especially in the second half. If they could play the second half all the time, they might be like 2-2 right now.
I don't know. They played the first half better than the second half against Green Bay.
That is true. Screwed me out of my bet, but yeah. Like against the Bears, they looked really bad in the first half. I will say we both picked Detroit money line. I kind of thought they would surprise people and Nagy would be getting the fuck out of there, but guess not.
Nope. Nagy knew the right time to shine.
Yeah.
He's a little weasel, dude. He knows exactly when it's the point where he's about to just go away forever. And he goes, just kidding. I'm going to show you this. So maybe you'll let me keep my job. And hopefully he'll be out of there because I don't like watching him play. I don't like watching an NFL team coached by somebody that incompetent.
I don't think anybody does. I think every Bears fan ever wants Nagy gone right now too.
Yeah. They do.
All right, this one's more suited to me, but the Cincinnati Bengals are currently sitting atop the AFC North.
Okay, I looked it up too, but there's 3 teams that are 3-1 in the AFC North.
We're the only one with a divisional win.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, we have the tiebreaker right now, so we're in first.
Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
I'm feeling great. I'll go ahead and answer. I'm feeling great. I thought the Bengals would be 1-3 at this point in the season. Here they are, 3-1. They're surprising everybody. This weekend is going to be pivotal, though. If they can actually compete with the Packers, I will buy in and I will believe in this team this year. But until then, I am still kind of cautious, and part of me wants them to just lose every game and get a good draft pick.
Yeah, I mean, Jamar Chase has turned out pretty well for y'all. There was even though there was a moment in time where we thought he forgot how to catch a football, and then he pulled a big prank. He pulled a funny.
He pulled a funny. He said, "Ha ha, joke's on you. I'm the best receiver in this class."
Yeah, I think that's fair to say at this point. Easily.
Yeah, easily. I think so.
Easily.
Which is nice to see. You know, it's nice to see the actual first receiver drafted pan out to be the best receiver.
Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, no, I mean, well, I would love to see the Bengals compete against the Packers, but
I don't know if it's going to happen.
I don't think so. Maybe against somebody that isn't as good as the Packers. What would be y'all's next prove it game? Because this is kind of just like, all right, that's not really fair.
Let's see. So we got the Packers next week, and then we got the Lions after that, baby. Bro, okay, hear me out. Hear me out. We got the Packers, then the Lions, then the Ravens and Jets. We're going to lose to the Packers. So we're going to be 6-1. Fuck you. 6-2, I mean. We're going to be 6-2. We're going to beat the Lions. We're going to beat the Ravens. We're going to beat the Jets. We're going to be 6-2.
Okay.
It's going to be crazy.
Mean, the Ravens is where I would say would be your real prove it game.
That's true, actually, yeah.
The Packers are kind of like, but y'all could maybe beat the Ravens.
I think we have a shot. It's just on the road. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be tough. That's going to be tough.
I am also sick of it just looking at our schedule this year. Every single game is noon other than 2. Every single game is a 12 p.m. kickoff other than 2 3:05s. That's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, I can't relate. I'm a Cowboys fan.
You guys get every primetime game you want.
We get like 6 a year, dude. It's awesome.
Fuck that, dude. Bro, nobody's going to see Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase shine, dude. The people need to see it.
I got red zone.
Okay, well, yeah, but you know what I mean. All right, last one in the NFL is the media has a new love affair with Justin Herbert. I couldn't agree more. How are you feeling about this?
Holy shit, are they sucking his dick, dude?
Dude, he's became like the Fernando Tatis of NFL TikTok.
He really has. But the thing is, too, I can't argue with him. I think he's pretty much as good as they're saying he is.
I think he's perfect for the media though too, because he's very relatable
shy.
in this. Yeah, he's very relatable in the sense that he's a shy guy. He kind of just likes to have fun. He's serious, but also just he plays that youngster role, that rookie role. Not a rookie anymore, but like the new guy kind of. Yeah, and he plays it very well. Like I am always entertained seeing memes of Justin Herbert and like the Chargers TikTok. They do a really good job.
So here's my theory on why they've been so. Because 1, he's been really good.
Yeah,
and 2, like he's just gotten even better in year 2, and the Chargers are gonna be really good this year. But think about it. Where do the Chargers play now?
SoFi.
Yeah, SoFi, brand new stadium. The Raiders outnumber Chargers fans 75-25.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm.
I expected the Raiders to show out, but I didn't know it was like that bad.
Yeah, it was bad. And this is their 3rd, 4th year in LA. Something
like that. Yeah, one of the two.
I'm still not convinced that most people even know that they have the Chargers in LA.
The San Diego fans are still showing up to their old stadium.
Yeah, like LA people don't even know. So ESPN and all the media, the big media, is harping on Justin Herbert like this because they want to have football fans, NFL fans in LA.
Yeah, it's just, dude, LA is just literally not a football town. Like, it's not a football city. No matter how hard they try, just because it's a money market, it's never going to be a football market.
I mean, USC dominates pretty hard in
USC,
LA.
I think college football is different though. Like
college football is different.
because it's a lot of like, and USC also has a massive alumni network. They're very, very big. They have a lot of history too. So I think it's just a different beast. But yeah, you're right. Chargers fans are pretty pitiful.
Yeah, which sucks because like I really like that franchise, so I feel bad for him. But man, yeah, I think that has a lot to do with it. Is because just the West Coast, like they don't really have that guy, and like Matt Stafford's cool and all, but he's not young, so they can't really get to buy into him. Like he came from Detroit, so like who cares? But if they can sell like the idea of we have this hotshot quarterback who's going to be a Hall of Fame and we get to watch him for his whole career.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a moneymaker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. I was going to say, though, I thought it was at first I was going to disagree and be like, well, Matthew Stafford probably wins the battle out of the two. But in terms of media and in terms of, yeah, you're right. Yeah, like Justin Herbert,
and
he's America's darling.
I mean, because but man, they are getting a little ridiculous, are they not?
Yeah, it's like I said with Fernando Tatis. If you go through like MLB, their social media, half their posts are Fernando Tatis highlights. Yeah, it's insane. Now it's Shohei a lot because Tatis, the Padres have been sucking. Tatis was injured for a while, but
yeah. And then too, I mean, because like, did you watch Monday Night Football last night where they had the rain delay?
Yeah.
So during that time, bro, all they were talking about was Justin Herbert and how great he was, and they pretty much started carving his bust out for Canton. I heard another guy say that on a different show, and I was like, yeah, they were. They were pretty much getting him ready to ship him out to the Hall of Fame.
Dude, it really blows. Like, it doesn't irk me because I like Justin Herbert, but it kind of irks me with the amount of attention Justin Herbert and the amount of respect Justin Herbert's getting, whereas nobody talks about Joe Burrow. Yeah. Like, I get it. He had the injury. He had question marks, but dude's playing phenomenally so far.
Yeah.
Like, other than those 3 interceptions against the Bears, he's been perfect. Like, nothing bad from him.
Look at the markets.
Yeah.
If you ran ESPN, are we going to go with the hot shot in Cincinnati or the hot shot in LA?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But you could, with the narrative, he's the Ohio boy. I mean, look at ESPN with LeBron, though, the kid from Akron. They juice that as much as they can. So they can juice the narrative of Joe Burrow growing up in Ohio and now playing for his hometown team, per se, even though he wasn't from Cincinnati exactly.
Look.
But no, you're right. You're right about the markets. It does make more sense.
Joe Burrow's good and all, but I wouldn't compare him to LeBron.
I wasn't trying to compare him, but
but okay. What's going down the NCAA? How are we feeling about that?
All right, first one we got is Arkansas, after earning a top 10 ranking and beating A&M, puts up a whopping donut, 0 points against Georgia in a top 10 matchup.
I feel like that was the biggest rat line I've ever seen in my entire life.
Bro, I took Arkansas pretty heavy.
I mean, I didn't take him heavy. I put a unit on it, but like
I had 2 units on a teaser.
Boy, was I humbled.
Yeah, that made me feel, I don't know.
It made me feel stupid.
Yeah, stupid's the best word, I guess. Yeah, I just didn't feel good. I knew Arkansas. I had question marks about them. So to answer the segment question, how do I feel? I feel corrected. Because literally, because at first I was like, no, I don't know about Arkansas. I don't think they're really legit. But then they beat A&M, and I'm like, okay, maybe they are legit. They looked way better. Obviously the AP rankings are putting them in the top 10. They must see something. So maybe. And then it just absolutely shat on it, and also made me feel stupid for ever doubting Georgia whatsoever. They look amazing.
Yeah. No, that was like halfway through that game, I was like, oh, that was a rat line, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was brutal, bro.
18 points wasn't enough. And
that was brutal. Dude, they beat Arkansas more than they beat South Carolina by. And South Carolina's like dog shit.
Yeah.
It was kind of fluky, but all right, next up. This one's probably my favorite. Notre Dame paid Cincinnati $1.2 million to come to town and beat them.
Yeah, I mean, I know how you're feeling about that. You're feeling pretty great. You hate
Oh,
Notre Dame.
I'm feeling really great. It made everything I said last week that much sweeter because it all came to fruition. They looked like frauds. They couldn't move the ball against Cincinnati, which even though Cincinnati is above and beyond any other group of 5 program, that's still a group of 5 team. And they struggled to get first downs. They really kicked it into high gear in the fourth quarter. But yeah, I just love seeing it.
So my question is to you though. Does an undefeated Cincinnati team get into the CFP?
That is a fantastic question. I'm glad you brought it up. 100% without a doubt, yes. If the college football playoff committee leaves Cincinnati out this year with a 12-0 record, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'll be furious, especially because the ACC now, they don't have a team without 2 losses. Their best teams both have 2 losses. And you look at the Pac-12, Oregon just lost to Stanford. Chances are they're probably going to beat each other up until they have 2 losses only.
Right.
And then, are you going to value a 2-loss Power 5 team over an undefeated Cincy? Like,
that's going to be the real question. Or,
that's
crazy
to me.
You know what's the craziest part, too, is if BYU goes undefeated, too, it might hurt Cincy.
Oh, it will, 100%.
It might be a little Baylor-TCU situation where they just cancel each other out.
I think you're exactly right.
Does a 1-loss Oregon team or 1-loss Pac-12 champion get over Cincinnati or BYU? Because I think BYU has some legit CFP aspirations this year.
If you look at both of their schedules, I know for Cincinnati, their hardest teams they play left is UCF, who just lost to Navy, Navy's really bad this year. So UCF looks rough. And they also play SMU, who's pretty decent. But they're both home games for Cincinnati, and they should be able to handle them.
Yeah. So it's really interesting. And then, Ohio State's not dead yet. Big Ten has a lot of teams. I could see them going, double Big Ten. We're definitely looking at double SEC right now.
It probably will be double SEC. It's
probably going to be double SEC. And then we're going to have, is the Big 12 going to get in this year?
Dude, I really don't know. I think we're at the point, like with the double SEC thing, where it looks like Georgia and Alabama are both going to go undefeated,
right? And
they're going to play each other in the SEC championship game. So
it's not going to matter.
Exactly. I was about to say, I think they're literally just going to knock Georgia down from the 2 seed to the 4 seed after they lose or something.
Right. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. And then in the Big 12, you got OU. And you got,
Oklahoma State's 5-0 right now too.
Oklahoma State's 5-0. So that would be interesting. But they might go double SEC, double Big Ten because Ohio State's not dead yet.
Yeah, you're right. Ohio State's never out of it fully until they lose too.
That's what I've learned from this past week after they blew the fuck out of Rutgers. It was Rutgers, but they're not dead yet.
Yeah. No, but again, I've made that bold prediction that Michigan is going to beat Ohio State. I'm still sticking to it. Michigan looked damn good against Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They beat them by 21.
But this year, honestly, we could probably see double Big Ten, double SEC.
That would be fucked, bro. I have no alliance, no fanship whatsoever towards Cincinnati, but as somebody coming from a small university, TCU, the fandom, I know what that pain is like of literally just getting it ripped away from you. We had it ripped away from us in 2014. So I would be just as furious for Cincinnati as if it was TCU in that same situation.
Right.
Because there's absolutely no reason they don't deserve to be in. They've proved themselves time in and time out.
Yeah. Yeah, I think hopefully there's more chaos so we don't have to rack our brains thinking about what it's going to be. But like I said, I don't think Ohio State's dead yet. I think the Big Ten has a lot of contenders. SEC, it's very clear that it's going to be Bama, Georgia.
Yeah.
But in Big Ten, you got Iowa, you got Penn State, you have Michigan and Ohio State right now. That's 4 teams that are going to be contending for a CFP spot.
Dude, the Big Ten is going to be a lot of fun to watch this year. Their games are going to be really fun.
100%. I'm looking very forward to Iowa Penn State. 100%.
Dude, yeah, because Iowa, I was nervous about that leads us into our next one, I guess. I'll go ahead and bring that one up. Iowa forced 7 turnovers against Maryland in a blowout. So I'm feeling good about the Hawkeyes. We've talked about their defense all year because it's fantastic. And I mean, again, 7 turnovers against Tagovailoa, that's crazy. So, and now their offense, though, put up 51 points. Their offense might not be as shitty as we thought.
I don't know. I was watching their quarterback play. He's not very good.
He's really not at all. They probably only scored that many points because their defense was just so dominant.
Just putting them in the right positions. I watched that whole game. Their defense is as advertised. Their quarterback is also as advertised, not being very good. I legit was watching him, and at some points I was like, this guy went D1.
The Iowa quarterback?
Yeah, Petra.
Yeah, I forget his name, but he's not good.
Nah, he's nothing to write home about. But but they're gonna contend. They're gonna contend in the Big Ten. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure. They're at least gonna play all their games very close just because of their defense. So
very close. I think they could beat Penn State this week.
They play Penn State this week?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's gonna be a really good game. Who's the home team?
I don't know. I just know that they're playing each other.
Okay, here. Actually, I'm kind of curious about that. I'm going to look it up. Iowa football schedule. Because if it's at Penn State, that's going to be a really tough. Oh, Iowa's the home team? Bro, number 3 against number 4? Shit, bro. College game day is going to Iowa City this weekend for sure.
All right. How you feeling about Miami being 2-3?
I feel like dog shit.
Yeah, you're hyping them up.
I was hyping up big time in the preseason. I still like Derek King. I still think Derek King is a good quarterback, but yeah, they look like shit, bro. Their coaching staff, Manny Diaz, or I think is their head coach's name. He has just fallen off. They have just completely fallen off. They look so undisciplined. They can't put together a scoring drive to save their life. It's rough. Everything is rough there in Miami.
Yeah, it's tough it's a tough look.
Yeah, switching gears though, opposite of that, Kentucky out of the SEC of all SEC teams, Kentucky is currently 5-0. How are you feeling about that?
I'm feeling surprised.
Yeah.
Who'd they beat this weekend? Big opponent.
Florida.
Yeah, they beat Florida. That's right. Sorry, I was blanking. I knew that, but
that was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. Good for them. They were good last year. Didn't they win like 9 or 10 games?
Yeah, they were ranked at one point too.
Yeah.
Their football program's turned around.
They're showing up. And probably in good timing too, because their basketball team did very bad last year.
Like historically bad, yeah.
Historically bad. So yeah. Good for them. I always like new faces.
Yeah, I like seeing them win. I will say I was very surprised to see them beat Florida because after Florida competed with Bama, a lot of people were like, oh shit, maybe we need to look out for Florida again. Nope, there comes little old Kentucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and then wait, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say SEC East, dude, just full of surprises.
Oh, always, bro. But then the West is literally just Bama, 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 and more Bama. All right, last one. This has nothing to do with what happened over the weekend, but I just wanted to bring it up because I'm curious as to your thoughts about it. I want to see if you hate it as much as me. But what are your thoughts on Western Michigan's dumb fucking logo? That's literally the exact same thing as the Washington football team.
Wait, they get a new logo?
They did. It's literally just a brown circle with a yellow W in it.
New logo. Oh, wait, what the hell?
Yeah, it's literally the Washington football team logo.
Their old logo was fine.
Yeah, it was cool. It had like the Bronco with everything.
Old logo, chill.
Yeah.
Taylor Heineke.
Dude, exactly. That literally, I just think Washington football team every time I see it.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's dumb. I also feel like that's stupid.
Okay, I'm glad you agree because it's been driving me crazy, like scrolling through college football scores, and then I'll just be like, whoa, well, why the fuck is Washington on here? But yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just petty, but
sometimes
it's
the
stupid.
minimalist goes too hard.
Yeah. All right, we need to get to MLB playoff predictions. We've already gone over an hour by now, but now it is time to get to our MLB playoff predictions. They actually are going on right now. The wild card game started. I'm curious to see. I'm going to check that score real quick. Right now, the Red Sox are taking on the Yankees. What an iconic matchup to have for the wild card game. And right now, the Red Sox are up 3-1 in the bottom of the sixth. So definitely going to be hopping on that whenever we're done recording. But yeah, this looks like it's going to be a good playoffs. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything though. Neither Elijah and I are huge baseball guys. Elijah probably knows a little bit more than me.
Well, I've been a bad baseball fan this year.
Same. I mean, but playoffs are playoffs. You know, we got to talk about playoffs.
I'm gonna watch playoffs
for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna watch as much as I can. So we're not really going to go into too much detail. We're just going to give our predictions for how the playoffs are going to pan out, how the World Series matchup is going to look. So let's start with the wild card games. I know the Red Sox are winning right now, but what is your pick for the American League wild card game?
Well, I think before it started, I don't even remember what. Oh, I didn't even pick a wild card winner. I just picked that the Dodgers are going to beat the Cardinals, which is still going to be a really good game because the Cardinals are very, very hot.
That is the wild card game.
Yeah, I'm talking about tomorrow.
Okay, yeah.
But for this game, I didn't make a pick.
I went with the Yankees. I mean, right now it's not looking too good, but I went with the Yankees. And then even though I have them, and then also for the other wild card game, I'm going the opposite direction. I actually think the Cardinals are going to win just because they're so goddamn hot. And Max Muncy is out for the Dodgers, and that might be big. So I like the Cardinals to win that. And who knows, dude? Crazy shit happens whenever it's literally just one game.
Playoffs are hectic, dude. MLB playoffs are hectic.
It is but let's do the bread and butter. Let's get the ALDS. What are your picks there?
So right now, I'm taking the Rays, but I also have the Astros beating the White Sox.
Okay.
For the
in the other ALDS series.
Yeah.
So you're going with Rays and then Astros in the ALCS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I agree. I think the Rays will beat either the Red Sox or the Yankees, whoever comes out. But then I'm going to disagree. The Astros have been the hot pick, but I picked the White Sox at the beginning of the year. I think all around they might be. I don't know. It's hard for me to say this because I don't know baseball rosters as much, but their pitching staff has been doing really well this year. So I'm going to go with the White Sox. Yeah, I'm going to go with the White Sox.
They got Giolito, Dylan Cease,
Carlos Rodon.
Now, my thing is that it's hard to fade the Astros during the playoffs because they always just somehow show out.
Yeah, you're right. They've been. I mean, especially in the past 5 years, they've been killing it.
Mm-hmm. So it's what I'm going. They just know how to win in October.
All right, and let's finish out the ALCS. Who's your pick to go to the World Series out of the American League?
I'm picking the Astros again over the Rays.
Ugh, dude, it's gross.
But I'm not done.
Okay.
Let's round it out when we get to the NL series.
All right. So with the NL, start with the NLDS. Who you got?
NLDS, I got the Giants beating the Cardinals. And
I like that.
I have the
Wait, you have the Giants beating the Cardinals?
Did I say Dodgers earlier? I have 3 different I was looking at yours, dude. Dodgers beat the Giants, Brewers over the Braves. Sorry, I was looking at your predictions.
Dodgers over the Giants. See, what's weird to me is that at the end of the year, the Dodgers had better World Series odds than they did odds to win their division.
Yeah.
Which is just weird. But of course, the Dodgers of all teams. Interesting. So I'm going to disagree. I mean, I already have the Cardinals winning the wild card game, but regardless of who wins, I think the Giants come out of that first series. And then did you pick the Brewers as well?
Yeah, I picked the Brewers.
Yeah, I like the Brewers a lot. I think they actually have a chance of going to the World Series, though, too, the Brewers. So
they're a pick right now. I saw I was on the MLB app. They're a trendy pick.
Yeah, their pitching staff has been, dude, Corbin Burns has been killing it this year. All right, and then for the NLCS, who are you taking to win that?
Dodgers over Brewers. And then so that would make a rematch of 2017 World Series, Astros Dodgers, and the Dodgers are going to get revenge and win the World Series.
Damn, our picks are very different. You have the Dodgers winning it all. I have them losing tomorrow night. All right, well, that'll be a make or break game for either one of our predictions. So NLCS, I'm going to ride with the Giants, the 1 seed, to make the World Series. So I have a Giants against White Sox World Series, and I have the Giants winning. They've exceeded all expectations this year. I think it's going to
Colossally.
Colossally. I think they're going to finish it off in the right way and kind of be a storybook type team. Plus, I have a $20 bet to win like $400 if they win the World Series. So that would be sick. I placed that back in like March. That'd be cool. I'll really appreciate it, San Francisco, if you could do that. But
no shit, right?
Yeah. But no, I think it'll be a really entertaining playoff. I like the playoff picture. It's just one of the craziest things to me, though, is not seeing the Padres in here at all.
Yeah, they faded down the stretch for sure. That's what baseball season is, though. Baseball season's a grind. It's a grind. It's 162 games. I definitely stopped paying attention to baseball for a while. When playoffs got brought up like a week ago, I forgot that the season was still going on, to be honest with you. I've been so involved in NFL.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Rangers,
Yeah.
And the Rangers have just been terrible. So that's another reason. They lost 102 games this year. And so, like, when I watch baseball, I watch the Rangers.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. I went to one of their last games over the weekend, and me and my buddies were doing $1 bets. So, like, during the game, I would literally just be like, all right, I got $1. The next pitch is a ball. And then whoever grabbed my hand, we were locked in. And then,
no way.
Dude, it made it so much fun. And we would
That's
literally
sick,
start
actually.
doing dumb shit. We'd be like, I bet $1 that the next person that walks by us is wearing a hat. And so we'd just be like, whoa, hey! Like, it just made it a lot of fun.
I got to copy that. That sounds like hella fun.
Yeah, it was. I was the only one that ended positive, though. I ended up like plus 15 on the night.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, not bad after $1 bets.
Honestly, the way that me and my friends operate at baseball games, it would just turn into beer money. Like, who's got the next round?
That's a good way to do it too, because I ended up spending way too much money on drinks there.
It'll suck you in, dude. It's a vortex.
Yeah, especially
Plus,
like now
dude-
that I'm 21, I can just do whatever I want.
Oh, dude, with the Rangers ballpark too. Like, if you go to the right, where they have like the bars, and you get that good beer on tap, that Carbach on tap.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness, dangerous.
Dangerous. We went to Texas Live after it too.
Bro, $15 a beer
Where?
at Texas Live.
Really?
Yeah, how much did you not buy beer there? Or?
We bought one beer, but I think it was like $10.
Last time I went, bro, I bought 3 beers. It was $50.
Bro, fuck that, dude.
Deadass.
Dude, but they can charge whatever they want though, because everybody's just gonna be drinking there.
But I mean, it is badass. So
It is pretty. That was my first time being. It is pretty
it's
sweet.
pretty badass.
It is
So,
pretty sweet.
Yeah.
All right. That's our baseball though. That's what we got. I have the Giants and the White Sox in the World Series, and I think the Giants are going to take it all. Whereas Elijah has the Dodgers beating the Astros to get revenge from 2017. That would be very entertaining if that happens. I would definitely root for the Dodgers in that scenario. So, all right, let's close it out with some love it or loathe it.
All right. Do you want to take this first batch or?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Mark Zuckerberg net worth went down by a cool 8 billion with a B, while Facebook and Instagram were down.
So this has nothing to do with sports, but I love it, and I thought this was necessary to include because the entire internet was freaking out, going to shit. I think every comment I saw on TikTok was point of view, you're watching this while Instagram is down and dumb shit like that. But everybody's freaking out, and I think it's hilarious that, I mean, not so much hilarious, but it's Mark Zuckerberg. Who gives a shit if he loses $8 billion? But that's just kind of crazy. Like, that one little dip, because I think they only lost like 5% on their stock, can affect him so heavily. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, there's some conspiracy theories about that, but we don't need to get into those.
Yeah.
Chargers and Raiders go through a weather delay despite playing in a brand new dome.
I loathe this. This is fucking stupid. I get your player safety first, but this doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah, I didn't understand what was going on.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Bubba Wallace becomes second black driver to win a NASCAR race.
I love this. I don't care about NASCAR whatsoever, but milestones like this are always really, really cool in any sport. So good for Bubba Wallace. He does a lot of good things for social activism and everything. So great dude. Good win. Good to see that.
All right. Yeah. Ravens go for the NFL rushing record instead of taking a knee to win the game.
So I'm going to loathe this ironically, because usually I would be a fan of stuff like this, and it kind of goes against my play to win aspect of the Jets and Titans, controversy. But I loathe this. Yeah, exactly. I think this was just a insult to injury, very unsportsmanlike. I don't want to sound like a bitch, but I'm kind of going to be a bitch about it. I think it was unsportsmanlike. There was really no reason for it. It was literally 100% to get the record, no other reason. And so for that reason, I think it was stupid.
Yeah. Vic Fangio was pretty pressed about it. And then Harbaugh responded to Fangio's comments by saying, I didn't realize there was a 16-point play in the NFL when you try to go for a touchdown with 10 seconds left. So I thought that was pretty funny.
That is a funny response.
I talked about it on my solo pod today. I thought this whole situation was just kind of dumb in general.
Yeah.
The fact that he went for it, but also that the fact that the other guy got mad.
It was just messy.
Bunch of fragile egos.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like the Ravens, that's their brand of football. They like the physical ground and pound, but just get over yourself. Like you guys already had a record.
Right. Mel Kiper ranks Liberty quarterback Malik Willis as the 2022 draft's #1 quarterback.
I love this because I 100% agree. I think Spencer Rattler is going to the league, and I've talked about it, but he's overrated. Don't get me wrong. He's a great quarterback, but he's not as good as the media cuts him out to be. I think Malik Willis actually is all around talent-wise the best for the NFL. I wouldn't compare him directly to Lamar Jackson because he's not as much of a runner, but pro style wise, I think he'll fit into an offense similar to how Lamar Jackson has worked out. And I think, Malik Willis would be able to do the same shit. So I liked seeing that. I love that. All right, switching over to you. Oh yeah, I'm glad you included this one. I forgot to, I meant to, but Joey Bosa rips into the refs on a rant.
Yeah, this was awesome. He called them blind like 4 times and then said that the refs are pathetic, which is a pretty big indictment for an active NFL player to say this. So like a non-member of the media. And then I saw a comment from a Chargers fan saying that Joey must feel pretty strongly about this if he spoke more than one sentence, because apparently I guess he just doesn't talk a lot. So like,
quiet dude.
He's pretty fucking pissed, like the rest of the NFL viewership is about this ref situation. So glad that we're not falling on deaf ears or we're not crazy, because the refs suck this year.
Yeah. All righty. Next up, John Gruden told Playboy magazine he lost his virginity in South Bend, Indiana, and that the Notre Dame fight song was playing in his head.
I love this. I think that this is the most John Gruden thing that ever happened. Yeah, I think it was for an interview with Playboy. But yeah, he told him that. So like I can just hear him. I can't do a Gruden impression, but I can just see him just going, yeah, man. Like the interviewer asked him, and he was like, did you hear music? Like there was a band. He's like, nah, man, I heard it in my head.
Oh, dude, I've seen this guy that does a really good John Gruden impression on TikTok.
I wish I could. Mine was pretty trash. I kind of regret doing it at this point.
It's tough. Nah, bro, I'm posting it, bro. I'm posting it on everything. You're fucked.
Yeah.
I'm tagging him. All right. Next up, if the Cardinals win the World Series, then Yadier Molina will be the first starting catcher to win a World Series in 3 different decades. That's insane.
I love this. I hate the 3 different decades.
Why?
That everyone, it's just stupid. It was cool like the first time I've seen it, but this is like the 10th different one where if this guy does this, this will be the first time somebody's done this in this many decades. It's like, okay, dude.
Yeah, I get part of it because I agree that some stats they reach for, but I don't know. That's kind of cool. Maybe it would be cooler if he was the first player to do so instead of just the first catcher. Yeah, because that's a little bit more specific. I see where you're coming from. All right. And then last but not least, the match part 5 is happening November 26th, and it will be a 1v1 between Brooks Koepka and Bryson DeChambeau. I did not know about this. Holy shit.
Yup.
Let's
It's gonna
fucking
be
go.
awesome. You know I love this. One shitty thing about this though, it is only gonna be 12 holes, but fuck it.
I don't
They
care.
literally
Shit.
they literally both like took on that TikTok sound and said 1v1 me, you pussy, your ass, get shit on, 1v1 me. And I'm not gonna go to the rest of it, but yeah, you get the point. So they're doing it. It's gonna be awesome. I honestly think like they're kind of chill now since they hugged at the Ryder Cup. But this is gonna be good to see. It's gonna be good TV. I'm gonna watch the shit out of this. Love it. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's probably the first, I guess the Ryder Cup too, but I was gonna say probably the first like much watched golf event since the Masters. But I would count the Ryder Cup.
No. There's like 3 more majors after that, but it's okay. You didn't know. You're not.
Well, no, I mean I knew they were a thing, but I mean like I'm talking about in the turn like the wide world of sports, whereas like not even golf, like not only golf fans will be watching this type thing. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
That's what I'm referring to. Whereas like everybody will be paying attention to it.
Yeah, for sure.
But no, you're right. I mean, my golf knowledge is subpar.
Limited.
Pun intended.
Subpar.
Alrighty, that's going to do it for this week's episode. Apologies for the technical difficulties at first, but as things went on, it cleared out. You know, show must go on. It ended up being a great episode. We went about an hour and a half. I love how we went to 2 episodes a week, but we've just been pumping out like hour and a half episodes every time now. Still.
Well, Thursday was because we had another voice on.
Yeah, that's true.
We forgot that another guy just adds time, especially with another podcaster, because he actually knew how to talk.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing and everything.
He knew what he was doing, and we misunderestimated how much time it would take with a guy who actually knew how to speak.
No, I thought that was a lot of fun. Yeah, if y'all didn't
it was great.
To our last episode, make sure to go check that out with Zach Rieger from Betting on the Rocks podcast. That was a lot of fun. We talked a lot about, I mean, I guess they're not so much relevant anymore because the game's already happened, but we made a lot of best bets, talked a lot about what's going on in football. So check all that out. Also check out his podcast too. He just had his first live episode on GTD Network this Monday. So, but anyways, that's going to do it for this week. We will be, or not this week, this Tuesday, we'll be back on YouTube and Twitch live Thursday at 5 p.m. We'll see y'all there, and thank you for listening.